let's go ahead and get 7 cards, 1 card per each chakra. We'll start with the root and see what's going on with you today. Just check the pulse and give you a quick 15-20 minute reading to help you navigate forward or give you a little boost. Alright, so what is the card that wants to come up for the root chakra? Which card is coming up for the root chakra? Interesting, this is major. The World. Alright, so this has been coming up a lot. There's some kind of completion that's happening, a lesson's being learned. I mean, there's just some kind of, something's closing out and something's being completed. Alright, what's coming up for the sacral chakra? Okay, we have the 7 of Swords. So for your sacral chakra, you might be experiencing something like physically with your reproductive organs, your back, lower back, kidneys, bladder. Let's see, what else? Someone is maybe not being honest. There's some kind of something being hidden, and I'm not sure if you're being dishonest or there's someone in your energy, like in your orbit, that's being dishonest. Let's keep pulling cards and see kind of what my intuition says, but there's something going on with your sacral that needs some attention. And let's go ahead and do 1 card for the solar plexus. Which card is going to come up for the solar plexus? And we have the Moon. Interesting, because this here, this 7 of Swords, gives me some kind of hidden energy, right? Like this person's trying to cover their tracks, but they left some swords behind. Some kind of hidden energy. And then this Moon is giving me major hidden energy, right? So these 2 animals are looking up at the light, looking for maybe the path to go in, and then there's something here coming up that might bite them in the ass, or just, you know, may not be so pleasant, a little pinch coming up. So, okay, what else do I see? I think you're trying to be strong, but there's something going on with your like your willpower, your confidence. Your willpower is taking a hit, or is going to take a hit if you're not careful. A lesson's going to be learned here. And this 7 of Swords, and then the Moon. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we see the Devil, and then more swords. So we have the 8. So this was the 7 of Swords, and it went up to the 8. Okay, and this is coming up in your heart space, and so today my intuition is telling me, like, you have some mental, cognitive, how do I say this? There's some mental health issues, I believe, that you're dealing with, and it's really serious, and we really need to get help, because this is already the 8 of Swords, and so, and then with the Devil at the bottom of the deck, I believe that you have some sort of attachment, some sort of bondage, some sort of limitations, obsessions, addictions, some kind of like possession. You have some sort of possessive energy, and it's in your heart, but it's having to do, like, even with your mental health, with all the swords in the air. Something needs to be balanced out, and yeah, something subconsciously is going on, or something you can't see psychologically or emotionally that you can't see, and it needs attention, because you can easily get robbed or tricked, and your vision is not the best right now, and so this Devil is over here photobombing as I speak. So yeah, press pause. camp out, take a beat. Something needs some attention. And I believe it has to do with your cognitions, your thoughts. You know, for every negative thought, replace it with 3 positive thoughts. Okay, you have a negative thought in your head. You need to immediately nip that in the bud and clip that negative thought away like you're pruning a tree, and replace it with 3 positive thoughts. Because these are a bunch of, like, to me today, my intuition is saying this is a bunch of negative thoughts. And, you know, you're already chained up and in contract with the devil. And this devil does not have your best interest, and you probably have a devilish type of partnership. Maybe you and your partner are always fighting. You and your partner are bound up together and you're doing projects together, but that's not really a really productive, it's not a healthy situation, not a healthy relationship that you want to be in. What else is coming up? Oh, and then he really did come up. Okay, so this is major. We got major world, major moon, and now major devil. And this is coming up here for your throat chakra. I think you're not being honest with the 7 of Swords energy and with the hidden moon energy. You're not being honest. And you need to be honest. The first step to change is the awareness. The first step to change is awareness. So if you're not even allowing yourself to be aware, and you got this bandage over your eyes, and you know you're in this trickster energy and you're thinking you're getting away with it, but you're leaving evidence behind. Yeah, something's being blocked. Like something's blocking you from progress, and it's not a good energy. It's not pretty. There's some kind of attachment, addictions, bondage you're dealing with, and I feel like you're dealing with it with another person. Like the other person is also dealing with those problems because you're dealing with those problems. So let's say, for example, let's say that you're dealing with addiction and you're like a male, masculine, in your masculine energy, then a feminine energy in your orbit is also dealing with attachments, obsessions, addictions, maybe not with what you're addicted to, but that femme in your life, that significant femme, like baby mom, your best friend, your partner, your wife, someone you're around a lot, someone you communicate with a lot, like they're in your phone. Like this person, you're both dealing with bondages and attachments and addictions that are not serving your higher purpose, and you need to get well. You're already down deep in this dark pit with this devil energy. Both of you are chained up. You can get out of it, but it's going to take a lot of work. And I felt compelled to say that today. So I think that the honest truth is you are making deals with the devil. You're in that devil energy. It's fun for you and you like it. You enjoy it. You enjoy that devil energy. But this is not a good long-term plan for you. Anyways, let's keep going. I have a lot to say. Let's keep going. These are short, 15, 20 minute videos. If you want a full, personal reading, email me. We'll talk. 2 more cards. And this next card is going to be your third eye. 3 of Swords. We have a lot of swords on the deck. So we have the 7 of Swords, we have the 8 of Swords, and we have the 3 of Swords. These swords are piercing the heart. Okay? This is a deep wound. This is a loss, a depression. This is a deep pain. It could be an old memory, an old trauma, but it's also like currently in your heart space, and especially right next to the devil with all these swords on the board, with this hidden energy coming up here. you are perhaps heartbroken, and so that's what you see. Like your lenses are heartbreak, loss, depression, divorce. Your lenses are devil, trickster, not being able to see, not being able to feel. I feel like you are dealing with addictions that are masking the truth, and you're confused, and you think you're not confused, but you can't see straight, and your heart is not in the right place. It's time for you to admit that you need help. It's time for you to admit that you're at your rock bottom or approaching your rock bottom. It's time for you to admit that you are in bed with the devil. That you're making deals with the devil all the time. The devil is in your phone, on your text messages, whatever. That's the vibe I'm getting. All right, one more. This one is going to come up for your crown chakra. So the Chariot here is coming up. Now, this is also major. So we got major world, major moon, major devil. To me, this is major heartbreak right here, even though it's not major arcana. We have major world, major moon, major devil, and now this is major Chariot. Okay, so I think spiritually you need a cleansing, this spiritual therapy. You are being spiritually abused, perhaps being poisoned, but you're liking it or something like that. Like you, I believe you need to go away, like maybe to rehab or cleanse, move out of the country. Like this Chariot, like you need to go. You need to get away from these bondage ties that have you in bondage. And you probably have like a friend who looks like this. I think you possibly have a friend that looks like this and is really fun. Maybe a good looking person, attractive person, youngish, in their youngish energy, perhaps a masculine, or balance of masculine, feminine energy here. And this person does not have your best interest. Okay, I think you have a friend that looks like this. And you trust this friend, and this friend is doing nothing but stabbing you in the back. That's what I feel. And this is my intuition. All right, so yes, with your crown here, I think you want enlightenment. You want higher consciousness. You say that you want to understand, but you're over here in bed with the devil, making deals with the devil every day, all day. So how's that possible when you have that blockage there? It's like you want to see the light, you want to see the light, but you put that blindfold on yourself. And so that's like a mixed message there. The light's not gonna come out. You're not gonna see the light if you're putting that blindfold on yourself and you don't want to see, because what you're doing is you're masking your heart, and your third eye is blocked by that addiction. Okay, so whatever you're attached to, drugs, pills, alcohol, different things. Now, a little bit of toxicity the human body can take. We're strong. A little bit of venom is not going to kill you. But you've been doing this for a long time. Whatever addiction you've had, you've probably been doing it for approaching 10 years, maybe more than 10 years. And you're like, I'm not addicted. I got control of this. But you're leaving evidence behind. Cycles are closing out. Yeah. There's some kind of something it's not serving your higher purpose. All right. Now let's go ahead and pull a gold, and we do have the gold at the bottom of the deck. I just want one gold just to clarify, confirm, enlighten, and just kind of sum up the reading that we have today. Let's see, just one gold, please. Interesting. Guess what's coming up again? In gold, the 8 of Swords is coming up again. So you have the 8 of Swords here in your heart. and then the Eight of Swords is coming up as like a clarifying card for the whole entire reading. I have so much to say, but this is supposed to be a 15-minute video, and now we're over 15 minutes. Okay, so let me try to be succinct here. I believe that your problems that you're experiencing are self-imposed. Self-imposed, like you chose a really bad coping mechanism. I think you chose maybe alcohol or pills or some kind of drug, some kind of substance, something in the world. Like you chose something and it's just not serving your highest good. Is that how that was? Was that there? I don't remember if that was there. And that was there. Yeah, I think that was there and that was there. Okay, so you are attached to something, and because you have repeatedly attached yourself to this substance, or you have repeatedly attached yourself to something, now the devil has attached itself to you. Okay, so you called in this energy. Whatever you did over and over and over again, because I have 8 swords here, and then 8 swords again. So whatever you did over and over and over again, you've been trying to hide it. Maybe you're doing it with this friend here. You've been trying to hide it, but it's attached to you. Like you can't hide it. It's, people see it. It's in your energy field. It's in your orbit. It's in your aura. And you have maybe hid it in the past when you were much younger. You hid it. But now time is passing. You're maturing and life is going on. And, you know, moon and sun, moon and sun, moon and sun, another moon, another sun, another moon, another sun, another moon, another trip around the sun is what I'm saying. Like another year is passing with the World card here. Things are finishing out and you're attached. I think you need some mental health help, consistent. I think you need to go away and like take a trip with this Chariot, like for a while. Something, you are attached to this devil energy and this devil is attached to you. And you're bound up. That is what I'm getting today. Okay? There is no other way to say it. This is what my intuition is telling me. This is what the cards are telling me today. These two are very comfortable chained to the devil. You're comfortable in that situation, but until when? Like, you're chained to the devil for how long? And you might think, nah, I'm not chained up. I'm not chained up. I can quit anytime. Then quit. Let me see you do it. Prove it. Quit. Quit that substance. You know, quit that thing. And quit it for long term. Not for a day, not for a week, not for a weekend, not even for a month or 2 months. Like, quit. Don't do it again for the rest of your life. Okay? So that is what I'm getting for you today. Be careful what you manifest. I'm going to give you a Hebrew letter here. This is Yud, and Yud is your hand. Be careful what you manifest with your hands, okay? Be careful what you manifest. All right. Safe journeys. Please start doing your self-care consistently. Listen to your body. Your body speaks to you. Take care of yourself, and best wishes. See you on the next one.